Hello everyone, welcome to this week's episode of Crit Takers. Wonderful time on Monday evenings where a bunch of us musicians and our two amazing friends get together to play the world's greatest role-playing game in the world, Dungeons and Dragons.
I love how you finally got a decent word for us. Finally.
So before we jump right into tonight's game, a few quick announcements first. As we said last week, we are on Castbox, which is a wonderful platform for podcasts. So if you go over there, we put the link in the last videos. We'll keep putting the links in on as well. So you go to Castbox directly or hit the link, subscribe to it, and enjoy us on the road. Next we'll go to Hannah. She has a quick announcement she wants to get a shout out for.
This is shameless plug to one of my friends' pages.
Is it?
Yes, it is actually.
Okay.
So two of my really good friends, Mel and Luke, have started up their own little business called Bardic Inspirations. Does lots of D&D stuff, like dice bags and scented candles. So shameless plug time, guys. I will be
related.
Yes.
Yeah. Link in the description.
Yes, link in the description. And I'll also, it should be up on the page by the time this video is posted as well. So.
Sweet. And we go over to Tilly for an announcement as well.
As you may or may not know, my festival, Ragnarok Metal Festival, is wrapping up soon. It'll be here in nearly a month's time, and we've got amazing acts such as Sellsword, Blood Oath, Elimination, who else was it? Forlorn Hope. Forlorn Hope, sorry.
English is the second language.
A Killer.
Yeah,
Ator, and many more.
Who the fuck's that talk?
They talk a lot of shit.
Never ends. So, on that special note, I'm going to make a little jingle for all you guys to buy more tickets.
Get your earplugs out now.
Hit mute.
Skip 30 seconds.
Ragnarok is coming very soon. Ragnarok, it'll hit you to the moon. Ragnarok, it'll make you very moist. Ragnarok.
Do we have a choice?
Ragnarok Manifest. Tickets are available via bigcartel.com/Ragnarok Promotions. More details, see Facebook page for Ragnarok.
Link for that will be in the description, but if anyone wants to make a even funnier 80s melody or something like that, please do. Send it straight to him and just whatever.
No, send it to the page. I'll have fun with it.
Send it to the police, because that was pretty bad.
Yeah, send it to the police too, that'll work too.
Okay, I think I need a minute now to
I
compose.
was wondering when you were going to send it.
I think I need a just quick minute to actually compose myself after that.
No, just send it to the police and go, so sir, tell me where they hurt you.
Next week, tap dancing.
That's called tap dancing.
I'm just waiting for him to come in a leotard and a crotch bulge, because we don't know what's going to happen.
Oh yeah, do it. Please no.
Now it has to be done.
Okay, I'm just going to die in a corner somewhere now.
Yeah, I think I'll join you.
Fucking hell.
Anyway.
Anywho, more things to come, hopefully sooner rather than later, and...
What are you doing?
Eating a sandwich.
That was a
You're
thing
not,
that
meant to,
happened.
you're not meant to toast it over a candle made of paraffin wax. You know that, right?
I know.
Taste the wax.
Is it gonna kill me?
Forget Skittles and taste the rainbow, it's taste the wax.
Taste the candle.
And on that note, we shall jump in to tonight's session. So last week, the party reached Zia via Port Llewellyn, named after Lisa Bell's family, as an honor and a tribute to the things they've done in keeping the preferably side of that world as safe as they could. Upon there, they met Loosey Goosey, an Arakoa who is in the shape of a goose. I didn't know that bit. Who did actually turn out to be pretty useful in a fight almost immediately. So from Port Llewellyn, getting on either onto, into, or on the front or back of the royal carriage.
Oh yeah.
The party ventured forward. It took the better part of a day to reach Cloverdrift, Lisa Bell's original home, and Castle Llewellyn, placed up top hill.
Very
They.
fancy.
Mm.
I'm sure I like it. It wasn't like that when I left. Too many leaves now.
I like it.
Well,
Okay, right.
they were greeted. Not necessarily
yeah.
not necessarily warmly, but
Love it
Greeted.
greeted us warmly. Baba, he couldn't give a shit.
some of the party members were given some new wardrobes for a feast that would be happening later that evening. Some more drama kicked off between, well,
Everyone.
our resident dwarf and
But not everyone, it's just Danny.
I feel like we should rename it
I'm
Everybody
sorry,
Loves
did
Tilly.
you forget the
instead of, like,
fireball
Everybody
shooting
Loves
up your
Raymond.
ass?
Yeah, that's normal.
I'm the reasonable one.
Yeah, that would have been your greatest ally. You managed to fuck that over.
You'll be alright.
the feast.
Yeah,
The
you
feast began with the royal family entering, all except Lisbel's twin Cullum, who is still currently comatose within his bed.
I mean, we could have brought him along, but it would have been awkward.
Yeah, I just propped him on the side. No.
Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah.
All began to a quick toast and to the first course being coming out. As you all sit down, you are all placed in front of you bowls of soup, told that is a carrot and orange soup to enjoy as the first course.
Carrot and orange.
Carrot and orange.
What the fuck did my parents eat?
Sounds like they're veggies.
Must be.
My son surely is.
That's like sweet.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you for joining us at Quick Seconds. Okay, as the party comes on, most of you are sat more to the head of the table where Lisbel's mother and father are sat as Lisbel's companions / close friends and Heimdall.
I'm sat right at the end as far away as he can from me.
He's next to me. I was talking about
Make it
no.
punishment.
You better shut up or I'll burn down the school. And then I ended up burning down the school.
Why did you
Yeah.
go to the school?
Why not? They got in my way. Waiter. Got some meat, please. We got meat.
Yes, we have some meat in the back. I'll get you some meat, Master.
Going down the hill very quickly.
You do find kind of some you're all kind of still kind of close together, but there are some kind of wood elf dignitaries and kind of respected kind of higher up kind of military guards and well, not military guards but military men kind of sat there.
So how many of the people in this room?
Only a man in uniform.
One kind of nudges and points at Flake and goes, so what does a Goliath find their way so far into this civilized environment?
Surely by accident.
Apparently
The
so.
last thing I remember, I was just wandering around, and then I found a party of weirdos, and now I'm here.
Aw, you got us
I have no regrets.
You know what?
You don't need too big, guy.
It's obvious you're from one of the herds here in the woodlands. I know which herd you're from.
I've got to find the glue, mate.
You're from the thingy ones that we found out earlier.
The stoner herds.
No, the
No,
bark.
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 I thought you were the brambles, but...
The shrubbery.
And the shrubbery. Icky potato.
This is a level D&D right now. This is us.
Oh, you've got that wrong. There's D&D. We're somewhere near the core.
Really? I thought we were closer to Australia.
No, that's going back to the surface.
Yeah, we've traveled down so far.
Yeah, so it's kind of a noble kind of talks to you for like ages about the different herds, and you learn a little bit more about the 6 herds on Ozia over the time, and the fact that 2 of them have kind of disbanded completely from full group and have become very hostile towards anything they see. And the mention of the stone herd being one of them
The stone
brings up as well.
You really would have put stoners anymore now.
Well, they're not stoners, they're
Yeah, that's
the
my
herds.
bag.
The herds name themselves off elements and different things like that as the animal in the area.
I think
So
my
stones.
orange kush herd.
So bark bark as in tree bark. Stone herd as in like massive boulders. Storm herd are the one who leads most of it all, but then their chieftain has reigned peace for a number of years between them until now. So.
Well, shit happened then. No peace for him.
As the first course, most people are kind of finishing off the first course. Plates are slowly removed until the last one is removed. Second course is brought out, and keeping the theme of kind of veggie stuff, it's pretty much the salad course. The bowls, plates of salad are brought out.
I ravaged my plate.
I start wearing one. Some sort of accessory.
I just kind of take my salad and pass it down the table.
Hey, waiter. Waiter.
What is it, Master Dwarf?
Where's the meat?
The meat will be the next course.
Can you take that back then and have the meat now?
You'll wait for when everyone has the meat, of course.
You're noble. I am fucking noble. I don't want this fucking shit.
Yeah, roll at a time. Roll an intelligence check. Just roll an intelligence check.
First roll of the night, come on.
Can I,
19. You would understand that dwarves don't really eat salad. Yeah, even the salad. Yeah, even the salad. I'm questioning. Yeah. There we go.
Has better etiquette than the noble dwarf. Actually, no. Yeah, that
makes a lot of sense, actually.
can I cast prestidigitation on his salad to make him think it is the most delicious thing there ever was?
Yeah. You can do that with prestidigitation. You want to make a sleight hand check? Do you want to do that sneakily?
Slide a little bit.
Yeah. Do you want to make a sleight hand check? See if you can.
I don't know what.
We'll see.
Proficient in that.
We'll see. We'll judge what he rolls.
I'm proficient in sleight of hand. 16.
Yeah. Something silly. You're looking down. You come to the bowl. You put the bowl back down. You look down. And it's like a plate of just like bacon and steak strips and things like that.
Talk about.
No, it's just you just start eating it, and it doesn't taste like bacon though. It just.
Take that bacon back.
I whole side bowl down to that just for.
You get given a bowl, and brought out good is you just put salad because it's only your bowl.
How did he get more disgusting?
No.
Oh wait, I can have more meat.
One of the waiters will and a judge come over and kind of pour some more meat into your. during that kind of whole kerfuffle in the main course, your older sister Luna Faye comes over, kind of drapes her arms over you. So good to see you again, sister. That brings you back home then.
As if you don't know.
Oh, true. How have you been?
Is this the one in the ripped up dress?
Yes.
I think, well, what happened in your life to become the party girl?
Well, when you left, someone had to fill that father's disappointment. And I thought, well, you know.
I thought Becca was doing a good enough job by himself.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're not exactly going to be crowned, are we? So might as well just.
You're supposed to be a healer.
I just never get drunk. Oh, by the way, who's the piratey guy you brought along?
Captain Anton Blackwood!
Make a perception check. See if you actually.
Wait, have you just sat near me like? Oh.
Yeah, he's like a couple, and she just whispered that bit into your ear.
So it's like, so Danny sat next to me.
And he sat next to on the other side of Danny. 9. You just heard something about the pirate guy. That's literally probably it. That's all you heard.
That's enough for me to introduce myself. Captain Anton Blackwood!
Oh, little sister, a captain.
Yes,
Oh,
Captain.
wow.
I just kind of look at you and was like.
Oh, you look like someone my
Take her
parents.
away, please.
You look like someone my parents would hate me to be with.
Jumping the gun a little bit there, aren't you?
Well, I have plenty of time to regret my mistakes.
Which one would regret this one.
As all that happening, one of the guards comes over to Lucius and whispers something into his ear. Lisabel, I think, and Spring make perception checks. You have big enough ears to be able to hear.
Wow.
It's true.
Sizes.
It's true.
17.
No?
I play football and
Yeah.
distracted.
You kind of hear the guard kind of whisper into here. There's the person at the door says he knows you. Said you're expecting him. And you just see kind of Lucius like. He kind of goes to just the immediate area, which all you're in. Excuse me, I just need to go deal with a little matter quickly.
He's talking about his penis.
Your eldest brother Cecil kind of looks around and is like, I wonder who that could be.
What baby? What?
Apparently there's someone waiting outside for father.
Okay.
Does he have a bastard?
You're like all the way down over to the table. Can you actually get this?
No, he's not at the end of the table. He's on the other side of the table to
Okay.
you, but because him and Lucy Goosey are sat next to
I
each
was
other.
hoping that maybe we would have that complete end so I could look at you.
Like
the other room. Does your mum have a bastard or a mistress or a bastard?
You asked me like I care about it.
And I thought I hated my family.
Yeah, welcome to the group. Everyone has issues with their family, and those that don't have a family to speak of.
Your family didn't tell you to get the fuck out.
Oh, my dad threw me in a van. And I got touched.
You got touched?
That's how I got my powers. I'm saying this real loud for everybody around the table to hear.
Some of the kind of
I can't
elves
really
and the very few human kind of noble people from some of the local towns and villages just kind of like turning away purposely. It's like
I got my powers at the end of it, and it's cool side.
I'm so glad. That was a happy ending.
Yeah, I would call it
He burned
happy.
down the school!
I think that's a happy ending in his case.
In my case, they got in my way.
Even I would have burned down the school.
Wait till you hear what I did to the churches.
Yeah, one of
No,
those
you
just kind of
said
standing at
that
the
day.
door away, about 20 feet steer away, just kind of gives you a whisper. You just hear the shaking of the helm going up and down.
You know your family invited him, right?
What the fuck is wrong with them?
They needed good counsel. Now maybe a silly goose. I know what I'm talking about.
They wanted good counsel from a goose. Yep, that's up.
Hey, just because he's a goose.
No, I meant fucked up in the head by family. But we knew that already.
Well, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, not been here very long, I'm not that impressed.
Those are very impressive ones, but okay.
They're too fancy for my taste.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I didn't expect them to be so
Well, you send my sister now?
Your sister seems alright. She's got like a lot of tits out and stuff, so. That's all that counts, really.
As long as you don't go sleeping with her, we're all good.
What?
Don't go sleeping with her.
Well, I was with your sister. It's not that bad.
You mean the captain?
Yeah, but today, Captain, you're not marrying anyone, are you? So, you can sleep with their family all you like.
Sleep wherever I like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's the captain, so it's a really neat profession.
No, I'm just saying.
Your sister comes in there. Oh, that's good, isn't it?
Yeah, I have Adam Lunenberg. I'm sure he'll enjoy it.
Excuse me, wait, I got some more meat here. I need some more. Something stronger. I need something stronger.
Captain, you met Luna Freya, my sister.
It will be. Oh, sorry, you're crying right now, man, down. I'll just a wife and a child. Probably some bastards around the country.
There's nothing but to get at the video.
Hepatitis or whatever her name was.
Are you bringing this up now?
Because we can.
I'm just enjoying my meat and this fabulous dinner.
Bacon.
Bacon. Doesn't taste like bacon.
Because of that.
I turn it off.
I tell you, just eating 2 bowls of salad. How'd you feel?
Disgusting.
Oh, wait, I can fix this situation. Can you turn him back into a rabbit?
Ooh.
Do you have the mushroom on you? Or did you...
Probably.
Let me check, I just opened my throat.
You're not wearing gloves, you're in a tuxedo.
Oh yeah, good point. I my tuxedo.
No, you don't, because you left, the only mushrooms you left on were the ones on your head.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're all the little plant pots in my
Yeah.
room. Every single one of them.
Aww.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, with that, as you're just kind of like, start rebuttoning, Lucius kind of comes back in, just makes a, alright, well, everyone, it seems I kind of jumped the gun a little bit tonight. Didn't wait for one particular guest to arrive. I introduced you all to Baron Uraim Davor, and a very smartly dressed dwarf walks in. Not a beard, but massive sideburns.
Whoa.
Longish, kind of very windswept hair, very well-tailored, kind of blue, thick jackets. Just dressed up very well. He has what looks like a very well-made rune sword strapped to his hip. Hello, everyone. Sorry I'm a little bit late, but carriage drivers, you know.
You're making inside check with me.
I'm picturing like a micro cowl truck,
Yeah.
a miniature one.
Insight is trying to look into somebody.
Oh, no, he wanted to see who
it'd be history, wouldn't it?
No, it would be insight. That would be more of insight if you kind of recognize. Fine.
Trying to give you that plus 4.
It is a dwarf. Yeah, it is a dwarf with a last name, so it's a dwarf of some standing mark under the title Baron. So, but you're not overly focused much on politics as growing up, anyways. You're more interested in kind of being the hero of the fights and things like that. So.
Yeah, there was already 100% more dwarves than I wanted to be it.
Are you saying that out loud?
Just to the side to battle, but I'm hoping kind of.
I heard it.
At that he goes, as Baron Davor is kind of walking up, and he's like, you're just going to see now Lucius kind of going to his eldest son Cecil's like, Cecil, move over for Davor. Davor needs to sit next to me. And it's like, but father, and he goes, did I stutter?
Your dad's getting an intimidator and shit.
I just gotta sit back and go,
Shut
the
down.
fuck just happened then? You never move the crown upwards.
Yep.
This is a shake.
Cecil's been moved over one spot, and next to where Cecil was next to your father, now sat Baron Davor. Hey, tons of food arriving. He goes, we're just on to the main course now as plates are coming out and venison is being placed in front of you, well dressed. Well, all well presented, all the kind of trimmings you would get at this kind of time, period of time kind of thing. Dressed up, and plenty more drinks is kind of provided around.
Spring's trying to analyse the seasonings they've used.
I just started the wine glass ago.
Quite good seasonings. Actually, they worked on perfect pairing seasonings and things like that. Nothing. Sorry.
Is the wine well matched?
Of course.
Well, we've
A perfectly selected red wine to go with it, because you have to have a good red wine with venison.
Can I have more salad? I can't eat meat. Oh my god, this meat.
Okay. The waiter's kind of looking around. Like, and at that point, Surrender hits. She's like, just give him more salad. We've had Ericoa here before. You know how they are.
Alright.
Hands off the handle. Just swap inside around the way.
If you want to
Germany och det och pickles
Fucking not.
I'm going to get Alfred to go fetch a bottle of wine for his little tray, stand behind me with a bottle of wine.
I was gonna give you mine.
It's quite a sight to see, and some of probably the few human nobles that are there, and even Baron Dabble, which kind of looks with their like, but all the elves are just like accustomed to it. They've dealt, probably some of them even have their own unseen servants as well.
Spring's just tearing up a couple of bread rolls and putting them on.
At my request.
There's no racism here, he actually asked for it.
You know how like there's like a mother figure in groups like on a night out and shit like that? I was gonna say you're the daddy figure, but I couldn't say that without the
Well, I mean, he's a bit of both, really, because I mean,
oh, daddy.
Every time Lucy does something, Black Ops is going like that and more wine's going to go into it. Every time.
Everybody
It was the
agrees.
same with me.
Actually, yeah, the generic like unseen servant command after Alfred is serve people drinks and pay. Yes, sir. Yeah. We've got a little float
Yep.
plate.
Alright, so before we go too forward, if that's going to be the case, Anton and Heimdall both make constitution
Oh,
checks.
fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
15.
15?
8.
8. You're feeling a little bit tipsy now. Not too bad. You're on the heavier side of tipsy at the minute, Anton.
Not used to drinking
I'm
wine.
trying to save Anton. Check or save?
Check.
Yeah, I tried.
So, Aaron,
Hi.
where are you from?
Bardoon, the Night City.
I've heard about it. It seems a nice place, I heard.
Right. Well, it's called the Night City. For those who like the nighttime, it's a very good place to be. Nestled perfectly in the mountains.
So, what's your business here?
Well, I had the invitation to be coming down for ages from Luce, but I just never had the time to. I'm always kind of busy up there, working away on my little various experiments and things like that up there, and just, it's not exactly easy to get out of that mountain. So I came down, and it just happened to be having a feast tonight, so I think I arrived on the perfect night. As it kind of cuts a big kind of bit of venison and sticks it down to his mouth. Less chewing than you'd think he would.
Snake.
Weapons. So you know weapons weren't forbidden from this. Anton does have his sword and pistol.
Oh, well then I've got one
I
shot
think-
then. I've got one near me family.
Okay, then
I was assuming it was frisky with the dog kind of thing.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
Cool. So as this kind of conversation going on, and the main meal is kind of slowly taking its kind of course. Everyone's kind of a little bit more interested in the conversation than the actual food. Most of them, anyways.
I'm going to whisper to Anton and Spring.
he is sat right next to you. So.
Alright, okay. Goosey, Spring, Anton.
Captain.
Are you involved as well?
I'm at the table, so.
Alright. Okay, well, everyone then, everyone, come closer. Just huddle.
Really not suspicious looking at all.
Just my head with the neck. Keep an eye out on that Baron. It seems a bit tricksy.
Dude, we were literally just talking about this. You're way behind.
Can I do an insight on the Baron?
Yeah, if you want.
The elves and dwarves normally get on well on this world.
Yeah, they get on really well in this world, actually.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
that's a 2.
fact that he's moved the crown prince out of his seat is.
Yeah.
You showed up right when Bell Brothers come back.
Have you met the company that you're currently keeping?
More
Hi.
tricksy than normal. We swallowed a whole a big venison without chewing. That's a bit.
Yeah, that's pretty much what you do with every meal. We saw you with that bacon
In a
earlier.
brothel, that's called a talon.
Yes.
I'm
Making of the meat and
I've not been to many brothels recently.
What's the problem?
Hey, you guys talking about me, are you?
He is. He's got a big fucking mouth.
And so what brings another dwarf? Especially one probably easily from our own, I can tell by the stature.
He's currently in our service.
Is he now?
Yes.
And how did a dwarf as respectable as looking as you?
He owes a debt
I'm
to us.
mostly friends with people here.
No, he's not mostly friends. We help save his sister.
He's my
He owes
friend.
us debt.
Oh,
Apparently
We
we
have
don't accept
contracts.
debt.
We can go burn schools together.
The goose is not associated with us. We are the Golden Marauders.
Just kind of sad in the middle of everybody.
That name's kind of floated about my way, I think.
Oh,
We wore capes that located.
I will
too.
See.
Aye.
Where's my bag? I put it in the
How's
folder.
more-
Hat.
how's your hat? That's very happy looks.
I remember you had a hat.
If you don't mind me asking, how far are you along, little one?
What?
Everyone just stares at that.
How far are you along?
Is
I
there
mean-
you need to tell me?
No!
Oh, I thought
I think
everybody
you've been drinking too heavily recently.
Okay.
Is she not pregnant?
No?
Apparently not.
I'm trained in medicine. I can see when someone's.
fat.
How many times has been looking?
Yeah.
I'm trained in medicine. I understand the ways of the human body and well, every kind of most physical bodies. I mean, your long-necked friend over there, I don't really understand, and I only know a little bit about your people. But
That sounded a bit racist. Should we cut him?
My mother gave birth to my brother and sister when I was 8 years old. For the first of them, I did not know anything about all of that then, obviously, but I surely even, there has to be some time past, and the physical signs surely not show anything. Mind you, there isn't a law about you.
I'm drunk!
That's different law now.
Might be the dress.
I'm just fucking hot, alright?
She is glowing.
Yeah, you are.
As both looking sumptuous tonight.
My wife is.
Spring, make a wisdom save, please.
Oh, fuck.
Holy can you send them?
16!
Hey!
Can you see negative?
Yeah.
I know.
No.
Shit.
You suddenly feel that, even though you've only just met him, Baron Davor seems to be your best friend you've ever met.
Well,
At that point,
Where did you learn all of this from? I mean, where did you study?
I just have a way,
yeah. Yeah.
That's a lot of experiments. I do a lot of experiments on the physical body.
Yeah, I know.
Races up in my castle.
So you are what, an alchemist?
I wouldn't go that far. At that point, you all hear a noise behind from the main door most of you came in through to this hall. As you all turn around, you see Cullum, pale, tattered clothing.
And it's your message.
Tattered clothing, kind of leaning up against one of the tree-like pillars.
I'm
in
instantly
this
out my
hall.
seat to go to it, but like, Cullen! Why are you up?
At that point, Baron Davor kind of says, "Oh, it's okay. I'm trained in medicine. I'll see what."
No, it's okay.
Not him. As he gets close, you see Cullum. As Baron Davor gets too close, you see Cullum lunge with a knife in his hand at Baron Davor.
Okay, I'm getting my
Cuts open his neck. He stands back. Anyone who wants to, who thinks they have a decent line of sight, make a perception check.
So I'm currently holding on to Cullen, so...
Yeah, you have advantage on the perception check.
Oh!
10.
16.
Natural 20!
I got 21.
21.
Oh,
not
back up on there.
Roll a die on the ship, really.
And Nathan, did you roll?
10.
10.
So I was technically 23.
The two of you notice as he puts his hands up, just through the cracks, the cut just all heal automatically.
What the fuck? That's
What
not
was that
normal.
for? You see Cullum just kind of, before he passes out, he's the one who's,
So I'm just like, oh fuck!
your father Lucius is now saying, like, What seems to be the problem here? This is my friend. Why is my son attacking my friend?
Okay, Your Majesty, you sit the fuck down right now.
You're in my home!
Hang on, shut up!
We got it.
Your Cullen is clearly delirious from his illness. We'll take him back to bed, Your Majesty.
Can I do an Arcana check on King and Spring? King and Spring, yeah.
King of Spring.
If you like.
I'm just
I'm not
like,
sure what you're really checking.
17 just to see what's wrong, because he's acting
Oh,
very friendly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all you're kind of picking up from. There's no kind of trace tale of magic. So, yep.
Spring's gonna go over to the Baron and just start saying, are you okay? Did he hit you? What happened here?
He kind of pulls his hand back and you just kind of see there's no mark at all. Inside.
Most unusual.
At that point,
help me!
at that point,
I've got
Lucius.
help.
So
Yeah,
at that
you're
point,
helping.
Lucius is standing right behind Baron Davor and obviously kind of towering over him a little bit. At that point, hey, well, I guess I jumped the plan. Pulls his sword out, grabs your father, pulls him down. Help now! As a fog barrels in to the area. The two guards standing at the door. You just suddenly hear and slightly see two shadows rush in at them. You don't hear the clanking of fighting or swords or anything. Just a sudden. The fog / mist kind of goes away, and you see the end of Baron Davor's cloak leaving the area. And you see two massive orcs mouse around the guards' necks. Roll initiative.
It's
Oh,
fog
he knew
kind
it.
of like
Fucking knew something
Something
like
like
that.
that.
Yeah.
That's a shit initiative.
Yeah.
Can I get figures?
And holy shit, I rolled an 18.
Wow, you actually rolled high.
Okay.
I rolled shit this week, so I'm taking your place.
Oh, you happy though.
Those come with a fuck ton of little figures.
Mm-hmm.
That's just one. Monsters, different characters.
Alright then, so.
Also, I have
Guys
a
are
freaking
there.
wrestler at home.
Nice.
So, yeah.
You're kind of right there.
I'm right in the fucking thick of it.
Yep. So just before kind of everything full on kicks off, you just see the two orcs drop the guards, turn around. They're a lot paler skin tone than most orcs you come across. As they turn around, mouths gave open, you see two massive fangs coming down, chins dripped in blood. And just before everything else kicks off, the two guards, helmets knocked off, stand up, same pale look.
Yeah.
I need one for them, and them.
I just bought some herbs, my friend. I should have bought them.
Should've.
Sticky individual ones.
Oh, right. Tease them. Let's do this.
Oh, I need my figure.
Oh shit, yeah.
Snake's not here now.
It's okay. There we go.
Don't you fucking count my
Alright, so, Mike,
18.
Anton,
13.
Spring,
22.
oh,
16.
18.
Or 9.
Right, and
I'm kind of holding my brother right now, you're helping.
Yeah, I'm meant to be with Val, so I'm meant to be helping
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
oh shit, okay.
I'm just basically.
She ran over and helped.
Much, but
You're helping, he's a freaking wood elf.
I tried.
It's like giving me a hug round the middle.
Usually like that.
Exactly, but you can't lose a colour. I know
I'm
he's like really
one-sided.
weak and shit right now.
I wonder if I put his belt or if I put him the other way.
Yeah, okay, that was, I know that idea.
Oh yeah.
Where's the Baron?
No, I should be over
Oh no, the Baron's gone. You just, as the fog cleared, you just saw his cloak.
Okay.
I should be over near where the Baron was.
Yeah, he was.
So I went over to hop on with him and check he was okay. I forgot to come because best friend.
Oh yeah.
Now he's gone.
Best friend.
Charm spell is still, or charm effect is still on you.
He's not there, so yeah. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can be affected from a long distance away. Yeah. Alright, so, topping of the initiative order, no surprise, Spring.
Don't like look at these two wolves. Don't like them. 2 daggers coming out of my sleeves.
Yep. Oh yeah, guys, remember what you're wearing as well. So your AC isn't what it would be unless you're wearing your armor.
Ah.
So please remember that in this fight as well.
My IC's the same.
You can actually take it off on D&D as well.
Yeah,
Yeah. Who have we got around me?
So you've got two orcs here who are just kind of at the minute they don't seem to be paying you mind.
Yep.
it kind of looks like that they know you're under the charm effect of their master, so.
So, advantage on attack rolls?
Yep.
Wait, now.
Right, what was the AC on the.
Oh boy.
My AC is the same because I don't wear
My
armor.
AC is the same. Why is that? Why is my AC 17 and when I put my armor on it's 17?
Shouldn't be.
Because it reduces your dexterity bonus to medium armor. What's the armor you put on?
I've got.
Split armor of the firewall.
Yeah, split armor will reduce your maximum dexterity bonus. So probably it evens out between the armor bonus and what dex it allows you to use and your maximum dex.
Dex doesn't change either.
No, it won't change on the character sheet, I'll just factor it in.
Oh, okay, yeah. You're doing enough, yeah. Okay.
Attack rolls are 23 and 14.
23 and 14. The 23 hits, the 14 misses. Which one are you going for?
The one that's the big asshole that's nearest the right, my right. That one, yeah.
Yep, cool. That one, this one. then.
Oh, I did roll with advantage on the second one, sorry. So the second one's a 26 once you get advantage on it.
Yep.
So the first one does 23 damage.
Right. 23 damage. Yep.
And 1 for the second. Nice.
Alright, hang on one sec. So 24 altogether, yeah?
Yep.
Yep, cool. So you just kind of see this happen and you're just like, oh, these aren't my friends.
Yeah. Then bonus action disengage.
Yep.
And we're going to move around this way past the pillar.
Alright.
Yeah. As if we come in on the back of this guard that's been turned, changed or whatever. It's back around to there, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool.
So, at that, it is Spink and Heimdall next.
Right, you go first, Spink.
Awesome. Alright. And where's it gone? I forgot what that was. Is that the one I want? Yeah, yeah. How big is everything? Is it everything as usual? So you're doing it from meter and ruler. Good idea.
Don't put the triggers on already.
Yeah. Whoops.
GG. Surprise.
Okay, let's try this again.
Sorry, I just realised I couldn't bonus action because I used an offhand attack. So, I
So you couldn't disengage.
Yeah, so I did. So I'm not moving.
Alright, okay. Alright, we'll retcon quickly.
Naughty spring is what I meant to say.
Wow. Right, so Spring's right in the middle of the two orcs.
Yep.
Everyone's around them. Okay. That does make it a little bit awkward. Okay. Instead, I'm going to change what I'm going to do. I'm going to cast Blue Beam on this guy here.
Yep, so within that space. Yep, so somehow magically through all the kind of stone and bark kind of building that is, giant kind of bright beam lands right onto that vampire orc.
I'm burning my level 4 for it. So.
Level 4, right, Heimdall?
Right, I'm going to attack the vampire orc next to Spring.
Yep, someone he attacked, yep. So you run up, what are you attacking with? Which weapon do you have on you?
Sword first.
You have both weapons on you.
I don't? No.
Do you?
No, just a sword.
Just a sword, yep, so it's just a sword.
And then next time you go, take the
Just the actual call is that, so. Yep.
That's 2. Hang on. Yeah,
You're flanking, so you do get advantage on attack flanking.
Ooh, 16.
16 hits.
And we'll use.
Wait, your weapons aren't magical, are they?
No.
Nope. Yep.
13 plus
30 plus 6.
13 plus 6. Is your weapon counted as a magical weapon?
No.
No. 13 plus 6, that's 19. Reduce that down to 9. Yep. Cool.
And then I'm going to summon my axe.
Yep.
Let's slash him.
You summon it.
Yeah.
Doesn't come straight away. It's a distance away, mate. It
Yeah,
takes
but-
it takes time to get to you.
Okay.
So you've summoned it.
I'll just hold my axe in there.
Yep, cool.
Like, ta-da!
Yeah.
Yep.
Just wait a minute. It's coming.
It takes a minute.
Forms issues.
Endgame, come on.
Yeah.
Right,
Next one.
with that, it is the guards who weren't Pitten's turn.
Oh, thank God for that.
So they have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So over in there. So, yeah. 35, 10, 15, 20, 25. So these ones all double dash.
They have fangs and they have blood on them. They're definitely
Yeah, what about two returns on zombies or
I think they are.
vampire thralls?
Well, they can.
So they've all kind of rushed in. This one is the only one because they all have spears, halberds, and halberds.
Swords are usually sort of like
So as that one, I believe we're gonna do. We'll have a yeah. So he's gonna do a reach attack with his halberd. Goes in to try and bite into that vampire. Nope. And you just kind of see it kind of go, and you just see it just kind of hit the vampire and just do nothing. Use those guards in a minute. With that, it is Loosey Goosey's turn.
How far am I from Lisbon?
You are right here. This is all happening like right here.
Not far away.
You're far away.
Like,
You're
Why
like
are you
about
moving
10
movers?
feet away from the closest sword. Vampire.
Oh no, I'm trying to get to Lisbon. I'm trying to get to the other squishy. You'll thank me for this. I'm gonna back up a bit. Go up next to.
Okay, that's a table, so it's going to take.
oh, I'm on the table.
Oh, that's fine. Those are just guards that you're putting next to.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I'm there.
I'm gonna. I cut my hand with my scythe a little bit, drawing some blood. Draw a 10-foot circle around me, and then I'm going to cast Summon Greater Demon, 4th level spell, and I'm going to use his name, Sergeant Snuggles.
Right.
Love it.
Summon Greater Demon, yeah?
Yep. It's a CR rating of 5 or lower.
Yep, hang on one sec. Let me just double check this before. Where is it?
That way he has disadvantage on his charisma saves. He's got like
Wait, bloody book out. Okay, so that you need a vial of blood from a humanoid killed within the last 24 hours for that.
Cool.
Wait,
Last 24, you've been with these guys the last 24 hours. Flowers. Yeah.
To be fair on him, it wasn't heroes, he was with us.
Yeah. But in the last 24 hours, he's been more or less with you all.
Aren't Goliaths kind of humanoids?
Yeah, they are classed as humanoids, but you didn't specifically say you took any blood. So.
Just take one from the guards.
Yeah, just stab a guard. Stab a guard.
Yeah, I'm there for.
Anyways.
I'm sure Velvet finally.
It's not really up to her. Who's all in there? Everybody?
Everybody's in there except me.
Everyone's in parade.
You guys are good at dexterity, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's mine. He's dead.
I'm about to. Fuck it.
Okay, so we're at.
I'll give him a heads up.
Alright, so we will give. Okay, I'll give. But you may probably take some blood for the sake of it. Off to the Goliaths. You don't need to make a thing 10 foot big. It's
something I can stay in.
As part of the casting spell, you can form a circle on the ground with it. The blood used as a material component. The circle is large enough to encompass your space, so it doesn't need to be 10 foot. You can make it as big as you want.
That's what I was trying to get you at, because you're squishy. And if he goes wild.
While the spell lasts, the summon demon can't cross the circle or harm it, and it can't target anyone within it using material components in this matter. It assumes the spell. So, the verbal, somatic, material, using the material.
I will be actively getting blood.
Right.
From now on.
So, what demon are you summoning?
A Barl.
Bulgara.
Bulgara, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Figured affecting you.
I have got quite a lot of demon models. Not here.
I'll just use this earth elemental. Where are you summoning it?
Right in the middle of everybody.
Actually,
They're gonna attack you.
occupied space you can see within 60 feet. So that's pretty much so.
Unoccupied.
Put it there?
Yeah.
So kind of a Balgar, an 8 kind of looking like demon, just summoned fiery out.
Are we okay with his name being Sergeant Snuggles?
Yeah.
Control him.
Roll initiative for the demon.
Alright.
I've got
his stats.
You've got to put more bookmarks in it. Alright, yeah, well, I didn't expect him to summon a demon.
Well, you do.
That's a 13.
A 13. Yep. Yep. Cool. Where is he? Ristro. Yep. Bulgara. 13. You rolled, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. Cool.
I'm still holding my combat.
I'm just gonna chill my circle. Let him do the work.
Bulgara is summoned. Anything else you do in your turn?
No.
No?
Can't do anything. So. I'll go back to eating my salad. Sergeant Snuggles, fuck him up.
Yeah, so roll initiative for the demon, which has on turn you summon on each of your turns thereafter. You can issue a verbal command to it, requiring no action on your part, telling it what it must do on its next turn. If you issue no command, it spends its turn attacking any creature within range it has attacked. That has attacked it. In a demon's turn, it makes a charisma saving throw. The demon's say its true name on what you've done on. Cool. Alrighty then. So that it is Bulgara's turn now.
Whoever's closest to him.
Sorry?
Reckless attack. I can't see who's close to him. Not you. Any of our, none of my new friends.
Same doing attack on Mike, vampires.
Yeah, I consider you my friend even though you don't like me.
Out
of character.
So
Wow. Out of character.
Yep. So he makes 3 attacks. 2 with his 1 with his bite, 2 with his fists, and he's going to turn on that guard there that's been turned.
Do you want me to roll or you do?
I'll roll. Alright. So what he has? Plus 7. Right. So 1, 2. Yep. So first attack hits. Second attack hits. And third attack misses. So 1 bite, and 1 of the fist attacks goes.
I want you. I need you.
So that's 14 points from that one, and what was that?
Yes, Sergeant Snuggles.
Ten
Just like the
points.
school.
So 14, 24, because he's attacked with melee, and which aren't magic, the vampire is resistant to it. So that reduces down to 12.
Oh, by the way, he can talk to me too through telepathy. Sorry.
Alright.
Yeah. He speaks on this one, telepathy, 120 feet.
Yeah, I can.
What the fuck? Did you hear the dragon he came
Oh,
to?
wow.
No, the dragon's up in her room. The dragon was with you on the ship.
You know, for extra rounds, we haven't mentioned it all last session, but I know you should fly around.
Much. Pretty much. Right. At the end of that, Anton, you're up.
My turn.
Yep.
Anton's going to still be sat there, and he's literally just going to grab a glass of wine, sip it, cast chill touch on one of the vampires.
It's like casual.
Yep. Which one are you casting now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one.
That one, yep. Cool.
Yeah. 19.
19.
So casual. Like, sip a bit of wine.
Can you roll that with disadvantage, because you've been heavily drinking?
Good
man.
Oh, I think that.
Yep. Cool. Yep, roll damage then.
Damage. That's 9 points of damage.
Altogether?
Yeah.
Reduced to half, because they're immune to necrotic damage, or resistant rather. So that's 4 points.
Well, fuck.
Give me a second.
Okay.
He's undead, isn't he?
Yeah, so which means he doesn't get to move.
No, it means he can't regain hit points until the next turn, and he's at disadvantage against me.
Yep. Which is good for him, which is good for you guys against him.
Only me though, no one else.
Yeah, I meant the whole hit point regain part.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Which means I can fire my pistol as well
Yep.
now.
So pull the pistol out. No, you've attuned the pistol to you, haven't you?
Yeah, so I've summoned
Yep.
it.
So you just summon the pistol up.
I'm gonna shoot some vampires. Well, the ones that are normal orcs or.
Yeah, no, they're guards.
No,
I don't-
they're want to fight. Are they all vampires?
Yeah, these 4 are vampires. These 4
okay.
are guards.
Okay, yeah, I think it's the same guy, same vampire.
Yep.
I fired a pistol. That's 18.
18 hits.
So if we get bit,
That's piercing damage.
You guys stop your cranking.
7.
7, yep, it is class as a magical weapon, so
Yeah, and then for the necrotic damage, that is 3.
the big ones are a bit too big.
so 8 points altogether.
Kiki.
We're gonna do
Yep.
straight, 'cause we're gonna go time after we try to get one.
Does it do something? It's only human and stuff.
They're classed as humanoid, but they're already undead. So,
Oh wait, if it.
You should be careful.
Oh yeah, because it's resistant to necrotic damage, so it takes the full necrotic damage. Cool.
oh, it takes a full, that's right, yeah.
So it's 3.
So it is 9 altogether, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yep. Yep. That and Lisabel. Yep, Lisabel, you're up.
Have I still got hold of Colin?
Sorry?
Have I still got hold of Colin?
Yeah, you're kind of holding column, just like passed out in your arms at the minute.
I am going to quickly cast Blade Ward to protect myself from any fucking attacks.
Yep.
And I'm going to drag Colin over to the table and just dump him down because I'm like, bitch, I can't fucking fight with you in my arms.
Cool, so
You want him in here?
Alright.
Your parents pay me a lot of money. Well, they're gonna pay me a lot of money to help your family.
Yep, so they both will make a.
No, because I've got enough movement to drag him over to you. That's why I'm doing this table.
Right, so one is 14 to hit, the other is 9 to hit, which I know is not
No,
gonna hit.
and no.
Yep. So they both kind of reach out with their claws, just trying to swipe at you, as you're just able to move back quick enough out of their reach. Yep.
Okay.
Anything else?
I'm going to literally move as far back as I can with my movement.
Your move is going to be half because you're carrying
Yeah,
extra 5 tons, so it's literally rough you can get to there.
Okay.
Kind of thing.
That's
Remember,
fine.
you already eaten him across.
No, because I can't eat him. I haven't got the strength to eat him.
Yeah, she's -1 strength.
My strength is literally fucking
We
zilch.
could have eaten him together, because I've got +1, that would have been just 0 strength for me.
No, you would have had to give. You would have given her a help advantage roll. That would have been it. That's not how it works. You
Right.
both. So.
So, it's fine, I'm still leaving that.
Yep.
Right. We're good. I'm out of the fucking danger now.
It's now the vampire's turn.
Somebody's about to take a hell of a lot of radiant damage.
They're kind of just driven by taking down just whatever. Anyone who their master doesn't see as friends, which means Spring at the minute is lucky as fuck.
Well, he's still charmed.
Yeah.
Yep. And they get to make multi-attacks.
Yeah.
vampires for you.
Okay, well this guy's he's in my moonbeam, so he's got to take his damage first.
He takes that at the start, yeah?
Yep. He needs to roll con 15.
Con 15.
Constitution 15 to save. And he's going to take 4d10 radiant damage.
What's natural 18 plus 3, so 21.
Okay, so he's going to take half damage. And then double damage because he's assuming he's immune because he's undead.
Yep.
No, he has no immunity, no, not weak against it. Just means he can't heal next turn.
Fair
I'm
enough.
not saying no. I'm not saying no, so I'm going to enjoy taking it off later. But
Once you roll 4, then half it then I'd say.
Yeah.
13, 10, 13, so 26, so 13.
13, yeah. Yep. So, this one of the orc ones, is going to lay right into you, Randall.
Sorry.
So, first one is going to reach out with one of its claws and try to grapple you. One creature, so do damage. So, that will be a 14 to hit. Yep. So you're grappled, holds you in, opens its mouth wide, and bites into you.
Oh, it's trying to hit you.
For a 16 to hit. So first you take 5 points of piercing damage. Then another 5 points of necrotic damage, and your maximum health now goes down by 5.
Okay. So it will go down to 5.
Yep, so your maximum health until a long rest permanently goes down by 5.
Oh shit.
Well, like every roll or
Just that one.
Just maximum health is down 5 points wherever it was.
Should be able to change that.
Yeah.
Yep. So this vampire, one of the guards going to attack his fellow guard. Do the same thing. Misses. Hits with the second, so he's just going to do a claw strike. The second one instead, he's going to grapple him. And that would do 6 plus 3. And then those two are going to attack your Bulgara. Alright, so we're attacking first. Natural 3, that's not going to fucking hit him. You have the stats of the Bulgara up on your...
He's got an armor class of 15.
You have the stats of it, yeah? So I don't need to have bookmarks, do I? Second attack is an actual 17 plus 6, so... And your Bulgara would take 6 points of slashing damage from the first one. The second one will reach in and try 14 plus 6, so 20. That will be a grapple instead. And then he'll reach in for bites. Grappled, fucking, hang on. Oh, yeah. That was a 9 to hit. So it just like bites in and just, the exterior hard hide of the Bulgara just seems to be blocking the fangs from actually piercing him. You just took 6 points of damage from the first attack. You didn't take any damage from the second because he grappled and not instead of attacked. So the vampire spawns, they can grapple instead of do damage. That's the only way. That's the only way they can do the bite. That will end their turn, and that will need Danny to go out.
With the racial trait naturally stealthy, does that mean if I'm behind somebody, I can get sneak on them?
All of them are being flanked. You will have sneak attack regardless.
Okay.
Because they're all being flanked. And they're all engaged with allies or hostile creatures to them.
Okay, that's fine. Well, I've only got one weapon, so I'm going to try and stab the bitch in front of me.
Yep. Run in.
That is a 16, and I just have to think for it, so I'm doing it plus 5, so it's 21.
21, yep.
building that counts as part of the
So,
attack.
can I have
It has no
2 more of these? I need 4 of them, don't I? Can I have 3
And not have one spot.
I guess it was handled in a force. Timed a little bit. I guess with one attack for the
Yeah.
With my
So
dragon's
instead of my
claw,
two,
I'm doing
fire, then it is back.
Alright, hang on.
21 points of damage. Plus. No, there's no plus on this. That's fine.
It would be plus your dexterity on top of that for
Barely did anything.
Plus 2.
plus 2, so 23.
So 5 of that's 5 damage.
And can I then use. Is it. Oh, what was that? No.
Yeah, all the first time again.
Who are these people?
Is it evasion where I can get out of there without.
That is if you're being attacked for like an area effect spell. Bonus thing for
What was the
that.
other? Disengage, that's the one I'm
Yeah, so bonus action disengage, yep.
Yeah, and I want to try and get myself back at the table between me and them because. Fuck that shit.
And make just a simple acrobatics check, just to. You're kind of running backwards and in a tight dress as well.
Oh, that's a
Yeah,
nice
but it's on both sides.
Yeah.
Just got movement.
Yeah. You just like you know it's there. You know exactly what you run up. You kind of jump up perfectly. The table's kind of just under the top of your head. So you just leap up, run back, and jump.
Just on the side.
All right. So to that we'll go back.
This image is Danny just tweaking her dress up, going up.
Yeah, really high heels. And 9 inch still clothes.
They're like platforms at that point, they don't ride.
But still managing it.
Alright, so it's back top of the initiative. Spring, you're up.
This ring, does it take an action to use? Because it didn't say so in the description.
Yeah, I would. I need to depends with that. I always forget those little fucking details.
Right, yeah.
Shit like that.
Yeah, fuck it, Spring's really freaked out right now. Suddenly there's vampires, demons, and all sorts of shit going on in the banquet. Before now, Spring's only ever dealt with freaking, highway robbery and stuff like that. So, turning into a bronze dragon. Moving a little bit that way, probably.
Oh yeah, I forgot about it.
Yeah.
Just cash.
Yep.
Burn the palace down.
It's lightning breath. Which that's
Lightning
Spring's.
starts fires.
Yeah, that's Spring's action. So suddenly, bronze dragon.
So suddenly you all just kind of see the Spring just comes step back.
I am so
Into a bronze
bad.
dragon.
Yeah, I'm glad you fixed every room to do that.
Yeah,
I'm glad I moved too.
Yeah, them two are just still standing there, but like, just in the
That's Spring's action, so
Yeah.
there's no bonus actions available in that form because
So-
using breath weapons.
So while that's kind of going on, you see all like the other kind of nobles, everyone, the rest of the villains scream running out that door. Vampires aren't paying interest in them; they're a little bit more concerned with the fighting that's going on right in front of them.
The dragon, Spring's just going to rear up his hand. Throwing in the air, just like, you get it.
Yep. So at the end of that, Flake and Heimdall.
Yeah, no.
Right, so the vampire
Staying behind me then.
You mean in front of you?
Oh, was it in front of you, was it?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
you're there. It's there.
Okay.
It just grabs you, picks you up, and starts hitting you. Yep. Just as it grabs your hand, still kind of out. It's like, fuck. Your hand finds purchase.
my sword and my axe to
Yep.
bitch.
I want to watch you fail totally.
Fail. Oh, that's
Which one's which?
that would be for my axe. Yeah, that would be. For my axe, it would be 18 plus 6,
Yep.
and 9 plus 9 for the sword.
So both do hits. You kind of bring the axe in, just bring it round, try to put it in the back as much as you can, and this orc bite into you, and with the sword just bring back and just stab it in the front. Double penetration, people. Yep, so do damage separately because I need to have damage for the sword.
Okay, so we'll do the sword first. That is. Plus 12. Plus 12, that's 20.
23, half damage.
Yeah.
We all going to start with
1d8 and 1d3.
No, D10, you roll a D10 if you're wielding it two-handed.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a D8 one-handed, a D10 two-handed.
Okay, so I'll put
Okay,
that.
so are you wielding it one-handed? So you use D8 plus 6, and then you have a plus 3 magic bonus.
Yeah.
Bonus to attack, damage rolls made.
It's got a magic bonus.
Plus 3 bonus to attack.
Yeah, it's just like an extra sharp kind of thing.
So yeah, that's
Okay,
7
so
plus
you got
3.
So 10, so reduce down to 5. Yep.
So
And then the axe damage?
axe damage is. Yeah. Lightning.
Oh, yes, right. You're wielding
9. Yeah, 15 damage on the axe.
Yep. So as you kind of stab the sword in, axe comes around, slams in, lightning just seems to follow from the front door, which is like around the corner bit. Hit into the back of this orc door, it's like shock kind of lets you go from the hit, and you just kind of drop down, weapons ready, still barely standing at the minutes. Pike.
Alright, what am I likely to do if I can hit a straight line from... Who's this guy down here? Is
That's
that
one of the
guard?
vampires.
Okay, I want to get enough strings so I can hit him, and him. I'm about to try and hit the demon. I reckon
So
I
you
can
kind of just
bolt
get
on
up. You're quite tall, so you just like step up onto the table, the kind of very thick
in my
wooden
salad.
table. Walk over, and you get in like the
Yeah.
perfect
I
line.
still use Moonbeam still activates at the start of my turn again, so he needs to make another con save.
It makes 2 con saves per round.
Yep.
That-
Yeah. At the start of hang on, the first time on the turn or start of their turn there. So the start of my turn, so he's in the air again. Yeah? That makes sense to me.
That doesn't make sense to me, sorry.
If I move it onto someone else now, they'd be in there.
Yeah, so that would be the moving of it and then turning on to someone else, wouldn't it?
I don't know. Well, I can move it onto someone else then, and then cast what will I do?
It's only at the start of their turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I move it, it will then be on someone else and they have to make
When
one
a
save.
creature enters the spell, it affects them for the first time.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll move me onto this guy first.
Yep.
So now he has to make a con save.
Natural 2.
Okay, so he's going to take 4d10 damage. That's, oops, 5, 8, 4, 15, 19.
Yep. So you just see as that kind of moving's hitting on him, just kind of let go from just being hit by thunder and stabbed, and just as that moving shifts over him and enters it, he looks up and just slowly at first and fully burns away to ash.
Sick. You just got Jesus.
Just slowly, like really slowly like that.
Okay. And then for my next trick, I'm going to cast Lightning Bolt.
Yep.
And just aim for this guy and this guy.
Yep.
You have a line on him.
Yep, you got a good line there.
So, dex save, I think, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Just hear from the other end of the table.
15.
Don't break his mahogany!
I'm standing
It's
on.
literally like a giant mahogany
I'm-
tree trunk cut in half.
Well, I'm standing on the table, so
Yeah,
I'm good.
cut in half, kind of lengthways.
The mahogany.
And then do you want
Um.
to sir?
It's mahogany.
Alright, so one got 11, the other got 13.
Okay, so both failed.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's not so great. Okay, that's 12, 18, 25, 27.
27, yep.
That's good.
It wasn't going to be anyway.
I think we can only can struck the first minute. If there's any F bombs.
Cool. Yep, is that your turn?
Yep.
Yep, it is the guard's turn now.
Are they going to do something?
So this is going to go in. These
No,
two.
they're just going to stand there with pretty. Seems to be what they do all the time.
It just suits some armor. Just
Yeah.
not noticed yet.
30. So then these three are going to attack us. So those two will attack him. Kind of pull out their long swords and go in.
Everybody closer.
Yeah. So those two rolled a 7 and a 5. So that's the other one. Roll a 5. Yeah, the guards are really there for glamour, isn't it?
Yeah, seriously.
I'm very much there for glamour. It's like, alright, where's the crew? Oh, we have to fight. Where does this thing go? So after that kind of just really bad spectacle, loosey-goosey stuff.
Pull my head out of my salad bowl. And I say, watch this! And I throw a fireball.
They're trees! There! Literally trees growing out there. They're not pillars, they're trees.
Yeah. Fuck.
Look it! What? You hired me to help.
Well, do
You better. Okay. So where are you aiming? So where are you aiming the fireball?
Right in the middle.
Right in the middle.
Now,
30-foot radius.
I'm no cat.
So that's a 30-foot radius, yeah?
20 foot.
20 foot. Yeah. Right. So Heimdall, you need to make a dex save for the Bulgara.
He's fire resistant.
Spring, you'll need to make a dex save for the dragon as a
So
dragon.
regardless if he fails, he'll be alright.
Right. So.
15?
Right.
14.
So first the. Right.
Sorry.
So he got 21.
12, he didn't make it, but he's resistant.
12.
So it's gonna be low.
19, and then guards failed. Natural 20 from this guard.
Okay.
The guard. Natural 20 from the other
Oh, the other
guards.
guard,
So
sorry.
two of the guards got natural 20s. One of them fails.
It just suits some armor.
And only one vampire
I'm
fails.
gonna need that because anyone wants to
16. Yeah, what's your spell DC?
14.
14. You succeeded, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so.
I still take half damage.
Yeah, you still take half damage.
You will not.
I got enough.
9. Got that level 4, are you?
D6, yeah.
Watch your bitch caught fire.
There's some high numbers in there.
33 damage.
33 damage.
Oh, 16.
So, right.
To be fair, it is, yeah, watch out.
And that does
So 33, so you take 16 points of damage, Heimdall.
Beard, so.
Ah, no. That's what happens into it first.
Not the beard!
Not the beard! Don't look so,
Right.
Digitize to make it bigger.
You've killed a guard.
Well done.
And
That's the word for you later.
at the end of there, you didn't really hit any of either of the tree trunks, but you do kind of notice that the wall is a mossy, kind of ivy look to it.
What's moist?
Sorry?
What's moist?
Yes, rolled a 14 for that, so it kind of gets the embers, but doesn't actually catch on fire.
Most.
Yep. Moss is like, no, I was not fun! And so Bulgara took half damage as well.
Oh,
so.
they're gonna dock after my pay.
Yeah, and the Bulgara takes half damage as well.
Yeah, I already put it
Cool.
down, so.
Alright. And speaking of Bulgara, it's his turn now.
Alright.
So what do you want him to be doing?
How many?
So he is. There are 3 left. He looks really fucking bad.
The one that's really fucking bad. Bite his fucking head off!
Yep. So he turns over and just goes in for the bite. 15 he rolls and needed. That's our AC. So it doesn't matter what I add to it. What do we need to roll for his bites? Do you have that
I
up?
think it's like
2d4, 2d6, I think.
It is.
Just kind of goose on my
It's 2d6 plus 4.
2d6. Yep. And he just kind of goes in, bites, pulls out, and you see that kind of vampire just wither away. Not turn to ash because, well, he wasn't hit with radiant or shit, but he dies. He still has 2 claw attacks.
Attack the whichever one plus for him.
Yep. So it's plus 6 for him to hit?
7 to hit.
7 to hit, yep. 17, 24, 5, 12, so 1 hits, 1 doesn't. And that's 2d4? 2d4 or 2d6?
1d10 plus
1 d10.
I'm gonna do
Plus 4, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep. Cool, so he does 10 points of damage, which is only reduced down to 5 because it's not magical.
And
with that, Anton, you're up.
My turn.
Yep.
Who's looking hurt?
Who's looking hurt? The one kind of, you can't overly see him too much because there's no giant dragon weight. He's the one who's looking most hurt. He's definitely taking a fair bit of damage as well. And you're kind of struggling to see either of them at the minute because you've either got guards in front of you or a bronze dragon in front of you.
Oh, look up. So Sim sat down, right?
It's useless anyway.
Lean down, pick up some of my venison stuff and shove it like half in my mouth. Get up, stand on the table. And go. Right, now what I'm doing is reloading the pistol as well.
Yep.
Shoot touch, fire the pistol.
Yep, so roll attack.
Shoot touch first. That is a 17.
Hits.
I'm really good at that shoot touch.
Necrotic damage to undead.
It's 14 points of damage.
Reduced down to 7. Yep.
And he can't heal, and he's got disadvantage again.
Yep.
And
So
then
if you do that.
Explosive hand. Like that. That's an 18 with the pistol.
Yes.
So, piercing damage is 13 points. And the necrotic damage is 8 points.
Yep. You just kind of see that Tan, and just for comedic sake, his hand is just that, just grapples underneath eyes, and he's just like that. And as he's got focus on that, he just doesn't notice just the piercing through his heart, as he then just kind of falls back into the tree.
Yes! Pistol as well.
And then he suddenly rises. The skeleton of this vampire rises back up. Just elven kind of thing, just literally almost chest burster out of the armor. Fang's still there.
Billy Bones is back.
Yep. That end of the turn, the one vampire spawn left. You notice Spring and you notice Heimdall that as his turn starts, takes a deep breath in and regains some health. Because he's not had any radiant damage or running water or holy water splashed onto him at all. Kind of looks around and kind of eyes you down, just kind of watching, mixture of you and the Goliath who's too far away to care at this point. And he reaches in to grapple you.
And stop hugging me.
They love you though.
You turn into a vampire.
13 to hit.
Yeah.
Yep, you are now grappled as this elf kind of picks you up a bit. Natural 16 to hit. So first you take 8 points of piercing damage and 8 points of necrotic damage, and your max health is now reduced by 8. So you reduced by 13 points. As this elven vampire now just kind of lifts you up. You just hear the his plate armor kind of moving as he's lifting Heimdall up easily and biting into Heimdall's neck. Right. That Lisa, you're up.
Okay, right. Now that I've coloured on my hands.
Yeah, you kind of calm down, you kind of look up, the aftermath, just you see a skeletal vampire after hearing a gunshot, and you see the two orc vampires, one just hatched, and one is just like a withered pile of kind of flesh on the ground. And you just see one vampire now just biting deeply into Heimdall.
So, right, that's a guard, yeah?
Yep, so that's the only vampire left.
Throw another fireball.
I'm just kidding, I'm on slots.
You said you're not on slots.
I said not a slot.
Oh.
So that might be a little small.
I'm going to move forward ever so slightly. Yeah.
It's like a corkscrew.
And then... On that area there, I'm going to cast the
Yep, cast it. You need to make a con save for that, or
dex save.
save. 3 plus 6 for 9. That's
Okay,
fail.
yeah, no. Just suddenly this vampire is engulfed in like a giant snowstorm inside, and just your Heimdall, you're just kind of just outside of it, and it's still gripping you a fair bit. And that turned Anita, you're up.
Are there steak knives on the table?
I mean,
Steak knives, yeah.
theoretically there would be, wouldn't there?
Improvised weapons.
I am not throwing my fucking dagger with the chance of him running off with it embedded in his back. So I'm going to pick up a steak knife.
Yep.
I'll go to equipment, see if I can find a knife.
That'll just be a 1d4, so you just add your dex bonus. And because it's that's a knife, you can add proficiency to it.
Knife? How do I add proficiency again?
It's just your proficiency bonus, so you add your dexterity and proficiency, so it should be for you.
3. My proficiency is 3.
Yep, so it will be plus 5 altogether.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so can I try and get on the table, run, jump, another jump, throw the knife?
Make an acrobatics check.
Come on.
This is going to fail.
I mean, you did it before.
Okay, so that's 13 plus 5.
18, yep. You get up, you jump quite high considering. You just kind of wait, you see the top of the vampire, throw, make your attack roll.
Everyone try and look up her skirt.
Yeah, she's got
No one else is really there.
13.
13. As you kind of throw it, the armor it's still wearing, just pings off and goes off, cluttering down that hallway.
Isn't that sneak attack? Heimdall's right there throwing it.
Oh yeah, you. No, she didn't hit.
Didn't it? Ah, sorry.
Yeah, she rolled. They have an AC of 15.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, so it just pings off the armor and clatters down the way, and you kind of go a lot more forward and land right in front of Spring, just kind of bypassing his wing on the down and just land in front of him and
Yeah,
drag
as I
him
go
forward.
down, like my dress flutters up and he sees I'm not wearing knickers. You know, a little bit of
There's a
extra.
draconic sort
Should
of
have
purring
his tail
ground.
off his back.
Right, so the 3 guards. So the 3 guards and Heimdall just saw everything.
I guess it's bonus action,
try and
so I
rip him
can.
right up. And bit it, just like, it's worth it.
Yeah, he's being bit aside, his neck is being forced that way, and he's like. and just as he sees a knife, ping! Off into the distance.
Get it ping off and hit home.
It's kind of where you're throwing it, the way you would have thrown it with your right hand, it would have gone.
Damn it.
That's my fault that you will aim.
Back to the top of the initiative. Spring, you're up.
Right.
Just hoping for some action tonight.
So the dragon form's got to reach a 10 foot.
Yep.
So can I sort of, excuse me, straddle Danny, arch the neck over Heimdall and just breathe lightning straight down on that remaining vampire frog?
I don't see why not. Makes sense.
Like
That does make
dragon
sense. So I'm trying to
roulette.
make
Yeah,
a.
just don't stand on it.
Let's say.
DC 15.
It's lightning, it's a good thing you don't burn your arm.
Yes.
14. And he has proficiency.
I think he's just killed everybody, including
Himself.
Bye.
Go out.
So just he leans up.
There's a lot of
64 points of damage.
Hell!
You just see a moment of massive lightning breathing out of this giant bronze dragon that's spring at the moment, reaching down. And the vampire's just like shaking. Make a constitution check on dog just for
overkill.
Two. 5, yeah.
I was trying to miss him. It's a 5.
Right up, it's because he's being grappled by him, so.
Yeah, he's not doing it.
How many dice did you roll for that?
10d10.
10d10.
It was 60.
Lights out.
It was
I'm
64.
dead. He's just dead.
Actually,
Cannot
yours
survive
back
if
is
you're 8 health.
yeah,
Oh,
the
shit.
negative of your health.
His temporary health max is 8.
I did not know he was that badly injured.
I don't have a candle on me either.
You take 34 points of lightning damage.
I have the time scroll.
Do you? That's
So-
No,
Yeah,
I have a
you
shotgun
need your
liquid.
health to die.
Use the
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is
So you get 34 points of lightning damage.
Yeah.
As suddenly you're dropped and you look down, you see a kind of black mark and a pile of ash.
Yeah.
Wait, did you survive?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ, that's good.
How much you got?
Well,
What?
my temporary health is 8, and now my current health is 38.
So yeah, you got 4 points.
Okay.
Man, you just got really fluffy beard.
Yep. Like me on Human Dead.
Yep. So the immediate threat of those 4 vampires now is gone. The guards kind of relax, goes, "Where's the master?"
I don't know, but why don't you go to my room and go get the bright yellow candle?
Spring's just going to step back into like a hungry
Can I use my
crowd.
scrying orb to scry to see if I can find out where her dad is?
Yep.
I'm going to tell you between.
I'm gonna go back to my room and come out.
No, you're not going anywhere.
So what heal you
You got
first?
bit.
I'm gonna start taking
yeah.
blood from that.
There we go.
As you start looking into the orb, you're just start thinking it, and then you just block out. You rolled natural 17 against the PC.
That's
Are you
it.
still in combat then?
No, not
Oh,
still in
okay.
combat.
Okay.
But you guys do know the front door is literally like right there. So
I'm going to draft.
I'm going to draw a knife. Commando's not going anywhere until we find out whether or not he said he's a vampire.
Which we'll find out in a minute when the guard brings back the fucking candle and I heal him.
Okay.
Oh, Mr. Evan. Have a drink. I have to say, I haven't been to any of these wood-elf shindigs, but if this is what they're all like, I'm coming to more.
I mean, I've never been to a party like this, but
you do this, now that the battling here is over. You now hear the slight muffled sounds of battling going outside in the courtyard as well.
Hold on, he's fine. Commando's contended with
I need to
vampires.
fucking heal him first before we do anything else.
Can Spring fit through the front door as a dragon?
What are you, young or adult dragon?
Young.
Young. Yeah, it's about 10-foot wide one, so there's enough
Let's see
room.
the squeeze.
Yep. So you kind of squeeze out, and peer your head round, just as you kind of see Lucius putting up a bit of a fight against it.
Oh, is he out there?
Yeah, Lucius and look, that Bear and Davor are still out there. He's trying to get your Lisa's father into this cart, kind of carriage
Oh,
cart
should
he
we
has
just
in
take your
minutes.
dad?
Yeah, you guys go ahead and try and save
What are
him.
your saves against the charm?
You stay with dad.
You've not been attacked by any of the vampires. No, you
What
don't.
I mean?
You stay with dad.
Vampire's charm for you. Yep. So as you're kind of leaning out, and Baron, the vampire dwarf, kind of turns around and be like, literally just finished shoving Lucius, kind of conscious, into his carriage. Find me in Bardoon if you care to join. Runs in. Where you take off already? And the carriage screams off.
He's not ready. So Spring sort of turns back inside and because still speak, Spring still speak common in dragon.
Yeah, dragons can speak common.
The dwarf took your dad and coach.
Where?
Bardoon?
Bardoon.
Bardoon.
This is like, yeah, not my hometown.
Now, your hometown's now home.
What do we recognize
Where is
again?
Bardoon?
Roll intelligence. Yeah, intelligence check.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for a guard to come back with a fucking candle.
Yep, the guard comes hastily back a few minutes later with a candle.
Right, and then I quickly light it.
Well, technically intelligence.
Right, you're now healed for 70 health.
Okay.
I ordered 2, but I got 4.
Am I?
Anyone else want to roll to see if they know
You're still
Bardoon?
beyond,
I got a 5.
10 health because you have
I know
health
nothing
all
anyway,
rest.
so.
You know what? I
All you would have heard is Bardoon, the Night City. That's the only kind of common known for
Night
it.
with a K or night with
Oh,
an
he
N?
talked about it earlier
Yeah.
during dinner.
Vegas. Let's go.
Little flashy wizard.
Yeah, I've got a flashy wizard.
How you got on?
Why have you got a flashy
I have
wizard?
no idea what I've got flashy
Why have
wizard.
you got the rave?
I have no idea.
What's wrong with the disco
I
kid?
know what kind of class I'm gonna make this.
Some the Raven.
Yeah, just what you kind of mentioned during dinner, you heard.
It is pretty funny.
He's got a rave wizard.
Or the
The
corner.
little guy up the top. Oh, what the
I don't even know who's it. No. What the Raven?
Alright, everyone, we have to take a break moment here.
You just tap on him and he just... It's on now.
Oh,
Oh! What the fuck?
I got him too.
What is that?
Oh yeah, there he is! It's party time! If you go over that, you look, it says party time if you go over it.
I don't
I
have
can't
one!
go over it. I have a tablet.
I'm keeping that.
Potential D&D Beyond Easter egg.
Okay. I mean, we're not supposed to play D&D Beyond yet.
Party wizard.
I don't have that because mine's a shitty fucking Kindle!
Ah, he's up there all the time.
Because I don't have that.
It's okay, it's not coming on the one on my
Oh,
website.
what's that?
Oh, you all suck then.
That's awesome.
Right, for some reason a bit of wood just comes off one of the trees and whacks Panda on the head. You take 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
For some reason.
Why?
Don't make fun of the DM!
You make fun of the DM. You make fun of the DM.
You said you guys suck, so I didn't have it.
No, they're these guys. And
Yeah, mine doesn't have it either.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, I'm just literally fucking here! Yeah, wait up!
So, do I have the vampire?
You have to take it along. No, you don't.
Okay.
Only vampire lords can pass that on. Vampire spawns can't.
Okay.
That's what they were.
Make fun of that.
But you can't get those temporary hit points back until you've had a long rest. So.
Right. Okay.
Still in dragon form, Spring's going to hunker down next to the table and just start picking off steaks. Using the 10-foot reach towards them.
You hungry there?
I will. There's a lot of me now. And I need to be freaked out.
Right.
I'm gonna go like rub your wings because they're really cool.
Oh, yes, hang on.
While
I'm going up to my room to get my armor.
alright, while all this is happening, Leesville, you get a tickle in the voice in the back of your head.
It's just a dragon lying down next to the table now, just prostrating.
Well, that was exciting, wasn't
Curl that with
it?
your back.
Oh yeah.
No. No, it wasn't.
I assume you've gone back to your brother's side?
Yeah.
Yep.
You should find something.
There's something wrong with
Let me
them.
make you harness.
Not right.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know.
Does he say that I'm riding around
But-
starting to snuggles?
Whoever that is needs to be dealt with first. Can't let something like that loose on my world, no can we?
No.
Silk card.
You guys can't handle this.
It's alright, we were talking about me riding him.
Yeah. Look at all this.
He's a married man.
Dragon's off.
Ring is ring.
And I can really tell what my wife does.
Yeah, I don't like to win the game. I don't want to Belle. And Belle lets me do what I do, as long as it's within reason.
Yep.
And apparently riding a dragon with a silk rope harness is within reason.
Yep. I mean, as long as you're not fucking any of my family members, then go have at it.
You're not related?
Exactly.
Not even my adoption.
So you're fine, go have it. Go have fun.
I'm gonna die.
Flying vampires, we need something.
Okay, I'm just slightly broken a little bit.
Alright. So after that kind of whole thing, the
This still counts.
words kind of tickle in the back of your head, Lisa Bell. This is the kind of the tick as the voice and tickle fades away, as your family kind of come back in. And says, "What happened?
Thanks for the help.
You missed the nuts, a fighter."
I don't care, you still could have said more guards!
Hello, Bronze Dragon and Herb, no one will mention it.
Oh yeah, that's just spring, it's fine.
Bronze Dragon for straight full feathering being myself.
Well, I don't
I
know.
do recall our ancestry. You were the lucky one, not forgetting.
Yeah, you still could have said more guards in here.
At that point, like, more guards were actually coming in.
And you could have also helped by taking Cullen away from me.
The skeleton's with me.
What's it? And so
Your daddy disappeared, he was kidnapped.
Yes,
and that's not important news?
I told you!
If you let me finish. God! Yes. Father has been taken.
The demons
did-
with the goose.
He did.
Now, carrying me around.
He put up a fucking good fight though.
That's father. Bloody warrior that he is.
He's been taken back to weird fucking dwarf man's hometown. That place.
Bardoon, I think you
That's
said.
the one.
Ba-dum, ba-da-boom.
Bada bing, bada boom.
I'll come down the stairs and basically, right, let's go then, let's go find your father.
Wait, give it a fucking minute, we're talking to the nobles.
Fuck the nervous, let's go find your father.
I know
Who
you
put
like
you in
fuck-
charge?
Shut
Fuck
up!
you, this is not your hometown.
I'm helping
He
you.
owes me money,
Right down,
so I'm gonna go get
or
the
throw you in
king.
jail.
I'm gonna go get the king. He owes me money.
This is not your quest or
I
whatever.
never said it was my quest, I'm helping
Shut
you.
the fuck up.
I thought we were having a truce.
Temporarily you're the
I
fuck.
kind of just put my hand on Daddy's shoulder and then stare at him down. Pipe down. This is not your kingdom. This is not.
Dragon.
Yeah, exactly.
This is not your fight.
Big dragon. It's not so much like a finger, it's like a giant whole fucking...
Shakes the room.
For a moment, all you can see is bronze scales.
So, at the moment, let me don't talk. He's my father still. I may hate his guts and he may hate mine. He's still my father.
I'll be back in 5. Touch the ring and teleport to my ship.
As he teleports, you all kind of notice where he was saying, like a kind of dark blue sigil with a feather in the middle.
No. You need a feather.
Anybody reckon?
Not a real feather, it's kind of a black painted feather in the middle of it.
This is adorable as fuck, I'm sorry. You need a feather when he marks his spot.
Hey, Dragon Boy, you've been around. Recognize that shit? You're a swashbuckler.
He wouldn't
No
recognize
one
it,
knows I
actually.
do this.
It's like,
No.
At the same time, the skeleton just
Team?
Yeah,
Is it
there are
Arcana
some-
or investigation?
You wouldn't. It doesn't matter what you roll. You're not gonna know what this is. This is pirate
I just
stuff.
kinda look
On
at the
pirate
floor
magic,
and
You're
go-
not gonna know.
To be fair though, it's not
Really
the
magical
weirdest
stuff.
or
Or if
biggest
I ask
change
my
in
God,
personality
or
you've had
No.
recently or whatever.
Well,
right.
we need to get him back, but
So we need a plan of action.
yeah.
Don't say a word.
Somebody, if anyone's watching, you can do this. Please make a gif of that, please.
I didn't even know you were going to say it.
He put his arm up and everything as well. That's fine.
It's pretty much our campaign in a nutshell.
Yeah.
People telling Tilly, shut up.
Shut up, Tilly.
Oh wow. Yeah, your brother's gonna say. I'll try and round up whatever guards can be spared. At that point, as he's seeing this captain of the guard, he walks in, sword bloody, kind of blood spouting over him. Our vampire spawns, sir. Most of the guards have been taken down. Seems they're only there for distraction.
I think it's time we call back a certain Captain Sansa. With her details.
She's still in Capeson.
Exactly. Call her back. So I said call her back.
That is the Knights of Megon. They're a separate knight. This isn't your crown guard. So.
Doesn't matter. She still served me.
You can send a message out to her. She's not going to get here for about another week at least.
Yes, but at least we know she's not going to be on her way.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
it's
she can
hard
also
to
send
get her.
I tell you.
Four.
And she's only a small detail,
True.
so she can send a message back to the rest of the knights we got to send them to us.
Yes. We're going to need, if that's happened, we're going to need more defenses here.
Which is fair enough, we can do that.
Let's face it, we're
Perfect.
going to need that.
The dwarf would like
I
to say
swear.
Let's find out what do you have to add.
Before, I say so, sir, good diplomacy. What is it, dwarf?
Lord, I'm sure.
Just get on with it!
Might we have a plan of attack then? To get your brother back.
Trying to discuss.
Oh my,
working on it.
by the gods, hurry up then.
Basically, what I'm saying is right now, I can't spare anyone to send over.
Oh, let's go ourselves then.
Well, where
That's
the
what I was
fuck
gonna
is
suggest.
it for a start? Can we get a map?
That would be a good idea. Should have some of these surrounding area. Well, I understand Bardu might be in the mountains in the regions to the north,
But
at least,
of this island?
of this island.
So we don't have to go on a boat.
No.
Right, so Heimdall, you have expertise of mountains. Are you
Aye.
able to lead us first?
Aye.
Thank you!
It's still going to be about 2 to 3 days trek to get to the
It's-
mountain area.
We'll manage.
Fine, yeah, we manage.
We need horses and a cart.
If that will be provided for you without any problem.
We also need provisions.
Of course.
Also, can't big enough for the dragon.
You can be a dragon all the time.
I get the feeling that if he's in that form, he can fly quite well.
Yeah, we can't be a dragon for that long.
We all know there's an hour a day because
Yeah.
Spring is experimenting with it on the boat.
We still need.
Wow, I'm back! In full gear.
As he's back, the sigil,
And everything.
the sigil that was left in his place just disappears and he's back.
Okay, first things
I'm
first.
also holding a different sword. I've still got my rapier, but I've got a different sword. And I go, Mr. Spring!
Yes, sir?
I think you'll have more use than this.
A moment, please.
Oh, yeah.
Back to bring it back. What is this?
Oh.
Oh. Oh, thank you very much. Yes, thank you.
Yep, that sword.
Thank you.
Forgot about that sword.
I don't use it, you might as well.
Ah, that one.
That sword.
That
I've
one.
been holding on to it for ages.
I remember that sword.
Right, well, let's get a map, let's discuss battle plans, but let's all agree we're not going anywhere until it's fucking morning, because A, we need to rest up, we need to do damage control, and also, if they're vampires, it's probably not best to go after them in the fucking dark.
I actually agree with you, that's it.
And also, most of us are still wearing formal wear.
Yeah.
So both Danny and me wearing fucking dresses.
Thank you.
Yeah, your
Right.
the gear you're wearing now is covered in blood as well.
Right, should we get him out then?
I'm going upstairs to wash and change while your brothers who did not fight can sort them out.
Don't tell me what to do now,
I wasn't
No,
talking
she's
to
talking
you.
to me.
We're about to celebrate this.
I was not talking to you.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, you go back to your room. We need you.
You remain there as an armed guard.
This raid's
By
gonna
the way, I
happen.
am in awe of your hats. I put my bowler hat back on. It doesn't look good with the robe.
Yeah. So maps are gotten, you go get changed, and I think this would be a good time to take a break.
Yes.
Everyone, we will see you on Sunday. Until then, keep well.
Peace out! Bye-bye!